Hey, what's up guys? John here. The mortgage market is about to blow up, and so is the liquidity that's going to be available for everyday home buyers that want to go out there and purchase a property. I came across a very interesting tweet. I started doing some more research into this, and it's pretty significant. We're going to be walking into a whole new economy, a whole new housing market. It's going to change everything. So first, I'm going to give credit to the person in which I found this information. This gentleman here, Josh Steiner, he used to work for Lehman Brothers, before it blew up, and then Amaranth Group and Millennium Partners. And this tweet here that he posted says Thursday, Freddie Mac's primary mortgage market survey could be a whopper, hearing rumblings of an emergent dysfunction in the mortgage-backed security market that began with last Friday's CPI print. The housing market is on the cusp of transitioning from a slowdown and soft landing to something else entirely different. And so here's what's happening. Right now we know mortgage rates jumped a whopping 50 basis points, and now it's over 6.25%. 6.25%, that's if you have great credit, 720, 740 credit score, you're going to get that. But if you have, 680, 700, you're probably somewhere around 6.75, closer to 7%, right? But here's what's happening. So there's no bids on this on mortgage-backed securities right now. Now, if you don't know what this is, when we're entering quantitative easing, which we were in the last couple of years, they were just printing a ton of money. What ultimately happens is the money's easily available. It's liquid, right? And they were lending out money, and people are getting 30-year fixed-rate mortgages at 2.5%, 3%, right? Well, now with quantitative tightening, we are trying to unload that balance sheet, and there's tens of billions of dollars that they're trying to unload every single month. Well, now they just started June 1st. It was the first attempt, and there's no buyers. No buyers. So what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. During the last 40 years, my days have begun and ended with mortgage markets. 4 painful moments stand out. Today makes 5. There have been many more good days, but even the fairy godmother has her limits. Mortgages are covered poorly in financial press, as stocks such are much more entertaining. Today, events are still unfolding that will take days for good coverage. Freddie weekly survey will not discover today until next Thursday, but the mortgage-backed market in real time, not like the old sleepy SNL days. The CPI news this morning was so awful that it changed the bond market's view of the Fed's trajectory, and the weakest sector broke. In bond jargon, mortgage-backed went no bid, no buyers at all for mortgage-backed securities. Then a few posted prices beyond borrower demand, not wanting to buy except at penalty prices. Overnight, the retail consequences has been a leap from roughly 5.5% to 6% for a low-fee 30-year fixed. I've been wondering when this shoe was going to drop. Back in April 2021, I wrote this post quoting Ray Dalio, who pointed out that the economics of investing in bonds have become stupid. You are guaranteed a negative real yield on most bonds, and that was April 2021. I thought that was one reason why we were seeing so much capital rotating out of financial sectors into real estate. BlackRock, the villain du jour investment fund, because of its investments into single-family houses, among other reasons, wrote about this back in September 21 when inflation wasn't at 8.6%. I've been wondering why investors weren't buying bonds at all, and reason that some funds are required to their characters to keep buying bonds no matter what. I guess even they have their limits. Today the CPI print is 8.6%. Mortgage rates are below 6% per Lewis Barnes. When mortgage backs went to auction and got no bids, instantly jacking rates up to 6%. So they're going to continue jacking these rates up until they can sell these mortgage-backed securities. And so what does this mean? If inflation is at 8.6% and most smart people think that real inflation is way higher, why would anyone buy a mortgage-backed security paying 4%? Right? By locking in a negative 4.6% yield, if you're going to accept a negative real yield because you think the Fed is going to crush inflation, then why not buy treasuries, which are deflationary, zero risk, then take on the default risk and such with a mortgage-backed security. And we know that there's so many bad loans out there, and a lot of people that qualified for mortgages got approved and purchased properties. They did so, that was before inflation, that was before these rising gas prices and increasing insurance costs, increasing life costs, right? There's going to be heavy defaults coming very soon, especially when you take into consideration over 7 million homes in America right now are on adjustable rate mortgages, meaning that in many cases, they're going to just be paying more and more and more for the properties. If not immediately now, it's going to be very, very soon. So there's just going to be an erosion of these adjustable rate mortgages. The Hackland days of 2020 and 2021, when banks are paying you to borrow money, may be coming to an end. Maybe we'll see real estate become assets again, and the mortgage you took out to buy that real estate go back to being the liability instead of the other way around, as it's been for a couple years now. 30-year fixed rate mortgages today are about 270 basis points over the benchmark 10-year treasury as of this writing, 5.85% versus 3.16%. If we need to get to real bond yields before investors want to buy bonds, that implies a 10-year treasury somewhere north of 8.6%. That in turn implies mortgage rates north of 11%. 11%. That assumes that if you believe in 8.6% CPI, right? Consider what that means for a home buying market. Those of us fortunate enough to have 30-year fixed rate mortgages at about 3% are going to see our mortgage debt give us better returns than our stock holdings. Now, if you look at even Market Watch, saying the same thing, liquidity is vanishing from this pivotal corner of the U.S. housing finance market as Fed steps back. We're going to see some very, very interesting things happen across the real estate space. We're going to see some very, very big changes come, and I think smart and savvy investors are holding a lot of cash. They have great credit. They have multiple streams of income ideally, or one very, very strong stream of income that they're able to invest intelligently. This is the moment, because we're going to start seeing the idea of being able to easily go out there and access cheap debt vanish very, very, very soon. That being said, if you need help with your credit, you want to get started on YouTube, you want to make money online, you want to learn about real estate investing, cashnow.video. That's cashnow.video. And subscribe here. Also subscribe to my second YouTube channel. It's going to be an interactive call-in show where I'm going to be able to talk about real estate, the economy, business. The link for that is down below, top comment pinned. And follow me on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter up in the banner. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.